So we're going to take a look at leap in JavaScript, which is an exercise given to us by Exercism. And this is, you can acquire this from the command line just by typing exercism fetch JavaScript leap, making sure that the exercism command line tool interface is installed, and we can go ahead and look at the problem itself. So given a year, we have to report whether it is a leap year or not. And these are the things that we have to keep in mind. In the description, a video will be linked to CGP Grey with an amazing explanation as to how we have leap years in the Gregorian calendar, and as to why these three parameters, these three tests that we have to take into account work. So these are that every leap year is a leap year on every year that is evenly divisible by 4, except every year that is evenly divisible by 100, unless the year is also evenly divisible by 400. So for example, 1997 is not a leap year, but 1996 is. 1900 is not a leap year, but 2000 is a leap year. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at how to write the algorithm that solves this. So in the folder given to us by running the exercism fetch JavaScript leap, we're going to go ahead and open the folder. I'm going to open it in Visual Code, which is the text editor that I use. And so I made myself a little comment telling me that these are the things that I have to keep in mind. It's a leap year on every year evenly divisible by 4, and the other two that we already read. So this is boilerplate code that actually comes with the file that you're going to download from Exercism. So we can go ahead and get started right into the actual algorithm. So the first thing we're going to do is write a variable called year that takes the input from the parent function. The parent function that we are exporting is called year, and that is a function that we are actually going to use in the test suite given to us by Exercism. So as you can see, the year, for example, this one is testing to see if 2015 is a leap year. The year itself is passed to the parent function, to the object declaration, to the object instantiation. It is not in the function itself, because we're going to write a function called isLeap that tests whether the year given to the object is leap or not. So we're writing a prototype function under the year, so that is the parent function. We write a prototype function that goes ahead and determines whether it is a leap year or not. So first thing to solve this problem, unless that year is divisible by 400, is the last step or thing that we test for. Since 4 and 100 are multiples of 400, I'm going to go ahead and test for that one first. So I'm going to write an if statement. If this.year, which is the year that I'm testing from the parent function, from the object instantiation, if this.year is evenly divisible by 400, meaning that there's a remainder of 0, then I'm going to return true. That is a leap year. If the year that I'm testing is evenly divisible by 400, it is a leap year. So now we're going to go ahead and write else if, and this is a conditional statement that we're going to use, else if that same year, this.year, is evenly divisible by 4, and here I'm actually going to add another parentheses so that this is clear for us. So that is also evenly divisible by 4, and we use the and operator, and this.year, the year given to us in the object instantiation, is not divisible by 100, then that is also true. That is also one of the steps that we were looking at. So this dot year is not evenly divisible by 100. And so else, this is our garbage collector. Else, if none of the code that I wrote makes sense for the year that I am testing, then return false. So if I'm testing 2015, which we know is not a leap year, if I'm testing 2015 and 2015 is not evenly divisible by 400, and else if it is not evenly divisible by 4 and it is not evenly divisible by 100, then we go to the else statement and we return false, because it is false that it is a leap year. It is not a leap year. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and run the tests. And this jasmine.-no dot comes over from the setup instructions and exorcism. We execute the test with jasmine-no dot. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And 4 tests, 4 assertions, 0 failures, we solve the first algorithm. This is not the most elegant algorithm to solve this problem, and we will take a look at a more elegant way to solve this that also passes every single test.